Hello, it's Bloody Gate Run. Welcome back to another video. It's going to be a very different one today, and it's basically inadvertently I drove down to my better half's for the weekend with full intentions of going for a run, and I left my running shoes at home. So instead of not running, and after trying to buy a pair of running shoes, but because I've got giant gorilla feet, so I couldn't get my size in any shop, I've decided to come down to Pembrey beach, so the country park, and I'm going to run barefoot on the beach. And so I have no idea how far I'm going to go. Probably won't be able to walk for weeks afterwards. Although I'm thinking the fact that I live basically in barefoot shoes and run most of my runs in Ultra, which are sort of minimalist, zero drop shoes, I'm hoping it won't be too bad. The walk down to the beach might be a bit weird, and I'm probably going to get bizarre looks from people, but yeah, we'll try it anyway. So yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. Goodbye. This feels weird, but no, it feels quite nice as well at the same time. I'm going to try and drill good form. It's not going to be a lot of pace. I also don't know how far I'm going to be able to run. I also kind of want to film my feet running, but on the other hand, do I want to put free feet pics on the internet? Beautiful day though, absolutely stunning. Couldn't help myself. So hope everybody had a good week. It's actually been a relatively short week for me with my running. I think I've done 23k so far this week. So it's actually been quite nice to have an unscheduled deload. That's just gone past 1k in. It's feeling alright at the moment. I think max I'm going to do is 5k, mind. It just feels like I'm asking for trouble. But so far it's feeling okay. I'm sort of landing very much mid to forefoot. There's no heel striking. Legs feel okay. Heart rate's a bit higher, but I think that's almost because there is no return of energy. So the only way you're propelling yourself forward is by using those little muscles in your your feet, your ankles, your Achilles, your calves. No, I'm just listing body parts.
So worst case scenario, I think if I get to 2.5k, I'm just going to spin around and head back. Although if it starts to hurt, I will call it. But I'm just glad to get any run done this good, because I was absolutely devastated when I realised I'd left them. And it was also, I was far too far away from home when I had realised. I was about 5 minutes from my other half's place. So an hour drive back to go get it would have just been daft. But yeah, that's like also a note to people. You often get people who are sort of smaller in stature that say, oh, I'd love to just be a little bit taller. That's the downside. So if you've got big old troll feet like I do, doesn't matter what shop you go to, they won't have your size feet in running shoes. As I usually wear like anything from a 13 up to a 14 and a half for running shoes, as I always size up. And I could have run in my Vivos today, but didn't really want to get them dirty or just covered in sand. And it's 1.5k done. I'm still feeling good. It'd be very interesting to see if I have any blisters today after this. That was a razor clamp. Trying desperately not to stab myself in the feet with these razor clamps, but also desperately not wanting to run in the soft sand. It'll just make it too hard, I think. I was very forgetful this weekend as well, because I also managed to forget my tow float. So yesterday was the first time ever since I started swimming in the sea that I went in without a tow float, and it felt, even though I never go any deeper than my waist and I'll always sort of swim alongside the coastline, I'll never swim out. It felt horrible. I just felt sort of like, I don't know, just felt silly and dangerous. I also didn't film that because, I don't know, felt like I wanted to have everything concentrating on not get myself into trouble. Christ, there's a lot of razor clams here then. Foot wash station then. Ooh, that actually feels quite nice. It is odd, when you're a child you will run barefoot, like all the time. I think we lose that. That was 2k. I think we lose that as we, in the same way that, like, there's that saying in it where there is a day during your childhood where it's the last ever day that you'll go out to play, and you don't know at the time that is it. But it's odd, we forget how to sort of play as we get older. Everything just gets sort of mundane and serious, and it's, I don't know, it's sometimes good to remember that this life we've been given is a genuine gift, and you shouldn't be sort of rushing to get through it, basically. You should be enjoying it. God, I sound like such a happy clappy hippie here. Right, let's go in a little bit. See if there's less razor clams. That's so cool. .3k in, so 200 meters and we'll spin around. There's a dropped a point to my phone on a map, just so I know I can get myself back to the car. I was teasing my better half earlier that she'll probably see me on things like Spotted Llanelli on Facebook later as the hairy lunatic in the incredibly bright clothing running barefoot on the beach. Very much a sort of do not approach that man, he's an oddball. It's time to turn around. Hilarious at the moment. I'm actually on schedule to get us up 30. Out towards the Gower is beautiful. I sort of think that sort of outcrop of a hill on the outside there, I think what a lot of the ultra runners in the sort of Gower area, I think it's known as the elevation station, I think is what they call it. It sounds like it's absolutely brutal. I think it's literally 3 mile up, 3 mile down, I think. Like 4k in, still feeling okay. Obviously legs are getting tired now, but considering I am literally getting 0 return on this one, I think it's, so far I'm quite pleased. I think this is where I think probably I found a niche in the YouTube algorithm. It'll be one of those ones where I discover that there's hundreds of thousands of people. Well, I know there's a guy who, even though I've never done Carling parkrun or even a parkrun in general, There's a guy that turned up to the Ivy Marshes and he did that barefoot, and that's like tarmac and gravel. And I think he did it like, I think it was sub 25, it was something bonkers. I'll have to find some way of blurring the toes with everything that I have filmed here. Like I said, no free feet pics on the internet. Ooh, that's a proper puddle. Worse than just a bit of splash. 4.5k. Over half k to go, so well, just under half a k now then. Great day out. Just have a cafe. It's a nice key stop. It's going to drain all the way. It's surprised actually that they don't do a bathroom. People on two sides because you can pay to park here. You can pay to park here. And then not really wide. 150 meters to go. 5k, I think. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so that's 5k done. It was 26 minutes 58 seconds. Actually quite chuffed with that. Feet are actually feeling surprisingly strong after that, which again, quite shocked. It's a good advert for Ultron and Vivo barefoot. Convinced now that I'm going to step on a weaver fish or something now. It'll properly ruin my day. But yeah, like I said, chuffed with that. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, or there was something somewhat interesting or captivating, or even if you just watched it to give it a dislike on that one because you're not into feet on the internet. By the way, I'm not. I've mentioned this a lot for somebody who's not into feet on the internet. But if somebody wants to pay me for pictures of my mangled runner feet on the internet, pay me too much so I don't have to work anymore, happily do it. Proper rambling now. Yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed it. It's a very odd one. I'll probably be back into shoes on the next video. And thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And goodbye to the belly.